You wanted it, you got it. I hope everybody is ready for some fantasy football using your NFL All Day moments. OTM Rumble is a free weekly fantasy football game where you can use your NFL All Day moments to earn dapper bucks. In addition to that, there are some other opportunities to win cash prizes with Own the Moment NFT this coming football season. We'll get into all the details with the co-founder of Own the Moment, TJ Laessig, in this video. And then at the end, I will talk my first strategy video on OTM Rumble, the first of many to come. We'll be talking about Rumble heroes. What rares do you need in order to boost that score by a multiple of 1.25? It's going to be huge come the time for the fall, so you're going to want to stock up now. I asked TJ all the tough questions, so you're going to want to hear this one. You can either share our screens with us on this YouTube video, or also this one's pretty easy to just listen to and understand in your car. All right, let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to thank TJ for coming on to the show today. I'm going to zoom right in here and get to our conversation. Again, like I mentioned already, at the end of the video, we'll be talking our first strategy video on OTM Rumble. All of the links that you're going to need to sign up are in the description of the video here, but I wanted to first direct you to their Discord, where you can go ahead and select which community that you want to be a part of. It would really mean a lot to me if you've been a subscriber to this channel to hit my Nifty Sports button right down here. So this corresponding emblem goes with Nifty Sports. Again, I just got my logo up and running, so go ahead and click on that one. Help me out and join my community. This will also be a part of the Jolly Jokers, which we're going to be talking about in this video also. That is the other part of not just the weekly fantasy free game for Dapper Bucks, but where you can earn some serious cash prizes with OTM this upcoming football season. I will absolutely be participating in that, and I can't wait. All right, thank you for liking and for subscribing to the channel. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you're going to be participating in Own the Moment NFT. I'm going to be doing some giveaways with NFL All Day once gifting is available. I can't wait to get those started. So make sure that you subscribe and join the community here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk to TJ. All right, what is going on, everybody? We got TJ Laessig here, co-founder of Own the Moment NFT, something that we're all familiar with here on Nifty Sports. I'm excited to have him on and talk about Own the Moment's new fantasy football style game, Rumble. We've been looking into this and getting excited about it, and it's on the verge of launching. So TJ is going to be here to tell us all about it. TJ, welcome aboard.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me on. Really excited to get into all things Rumble and beyond.
Is it football season yet?
Oh my goodness, I can't wait, man. It's like on one hand, or most hands, I'm like, I can't wait for football season to start. On the other hand, I'm like, okay, there's still a lot that needs to be done. So maybe it's not so bad that we have a slow drip into football here. But yeah, I can't believe it. What, are we 6 or so weeks away now, I guess, from kickoff?
I think so. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I think we all can't wait, but we could all use a couple mock drafts, right? Before football season comes along, we could all use a little bit of a breather and some mock drafts and some, some football anticipation.
For sure. Yeah, I've been doing some underdog best ball drafts to kind of get myself prepared, but I mean, nothing's better than football season, and really pumped to get everything going.
No doubt. I've been doing those also, so I can't wait to play that this year. But we're talking about Rumble, and we're going to share the screen here in just a second. I think a lot of people are already familiar with and love the product of OTM NFT. I use it all the time myself personally, and on the channel, it's a lot of the analytics that I do just ties directly into what you guys are doing over there. So I want to hear a little bit more about how that got started, but I think it's best to probably just kick it off with Rumble because it's the biggest and the first real utility that we've seen outside or just in general with NFL All Day, which is really exciting. And we know how much people love fantasy football. So it ties directly into that. It's not going to be hard. It's going to be super, super easy for people to pick up. And yeah, just a ton of benefits to go along with it, including some dapper bucks as prizes. So You want
Absolutely.
to start it off and break it down? What's Rumble?
Yeah.
How did it get started?
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me know if you want me to share the screen too. I could pull that up at any time. So, or
Yeah.
you can do it too.
Cool. Yeah. I guess I can just share. Might make it easier. Let me
Cool.
go. Yeah. So we publish an article on the OTM website. So you can go ahead and check it out. That breaks down everything about Rumble with regards to roster construction, scoring, and just kind of the general rules of the game. So at a high level, Rumble is a game that provides utility to NFL all day moments. You're able to take the collection that you have from NFL all day, create a Rumble roster, which you can then enter into the Rumble contest every single Sunday this NFL season. And so when we're looking at the roster, it's pretty typical stuff in terms of what you're probably used to in other leagues. One quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers, a tight end, a flex position, which can be running back, wide receiver, or tight end. And then the one spot that's a little bit unique for our game is the DST plus position. So I
I love it.
can talk about that a little bit. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah,
with all day, right? One of the unique things is that you've got defensive players, you've got offensive linemen, kickers, punters, team melts, and we wanted to find a way to create a game where all of these moments could be used as utility, but at the same time, it doesn't get overly complicated with something like IDP. And
yep.
so we created the DST plus position, which is essentially a catch-all where you can play any NFL all-day moment that is a non-skill position, and then you can use that in your lineup. And based on the whatever the team is of that moment, that is what defense will count in kind of standard defensive scoring, with one minor twist where there's a 3-point bonus for if that team wins the game that
Nice.
week.
Nice.
So yeah, so I mean, I think it makes it simple, it makes it easy, and it'll just be tied to whatever the metadata of the team from that moment. So that's kind of the one little unique thing, and then the second one is the Rumble Hero. So each Rumble roster will be allowed to designate one player the hero, and this is where if you use a rare or a legendary moment, you're able to get 1.25x points on the hero. And you can use multiple rare legendaries in the lineup, but you can only designate one of them to get that multiplier.
That's awesome. You know what I'm going to do is actually, TJ, I'm glad that you brought that up because this video is also going to be cut into at the end of our interview here. I'm going to go over the top 10 Rumble heroes that I recommend having in your roster. So, I like to collect a lot of rares and legendaries myself. And the fact that you get a little bit of an extra utility boost out of those, I think is going to be great. I mean, could imagine somebody like Cooper Kupp coming in handy on a rare, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting to see kind of the breakdown of which players people end up using as the hero. And I think it'll create some fun kind of dynamics when it comes to the secondary marketplace. And speaking of that, actually, the final aspect is what we're calling the Rumble Wrinkle. And so this is something that we used in our game called the Owners Club last year. So for those that aren't familiar, and maybe we'll touch on that a little bit later in the video, but the Owners Club is a NFT based fantasy football game that we have created where you purchase NFTs that you can then use to build lineups and compete in free to enter fantasy football contests. So last year we gave away $1.5 million worth of prizes, and we're going to be kicking off the next season in early August with our best ball game. But yeah, so definitely go ahead, check that out, toc.otmnft.com. But the wrinkle aspect is that all Rumble contests will lock at 1 p.m. on Sunday every single week, but you can play any moment, which means that for people that played in the Thursday night game, you can still use them in your Rumble roster and know exactly how many points they are going to score. And what we saw last year with the Owners Club is that this creates a really, really fun secondary marketplace dynamic during the Thursday night games as people are scoring touchdowns or making big plays. You see the marketplace action kind of happening directly as a result of it. So it was really fun for TSC, and I think it'll translate well into the NFL all day marketplace as well.
That's amazing. I see a lot of strategy already going through my head, cranking the gears on that one. So we'll definitely be covering Rumble on the Nifty Sports channel. It's something that I'm super excited about getting into this upcoming year. I think getting this utility, I think fantasy football, doing it once a week with that little wrinkle in there man, I could just only imagine the dynamics. Where does Monday nights fall? Does Monday nights fall during the Sunday games of that week and Thursday starts the week, or how does that work?
Yep. Yeah. So the Monday night game counts as well. So basically, contest will be finalized on Tuesday,
Okay.
most likely. So on Tuesday, after all the games are done, we like to do like a manual review just to make sure there's no issues with the scoring or anything. We'll then finalize the contests, and then any of the prizes will be distributed, sometime between Tuesday and Wednesday, definitely before the Thursday night game. So once we get into the season, we'll understand a little bit more about kind of the timing and how quickly or not quickly it takes to distribute the prizes and finalize the contest and all of that. But yeah, Rumble will be it'll be kicking off in week 1. It's free to play. Anyone can enter the contest, but we will also be doing a beta contest or two during the preseason, and those will be kind of for the Jolly Joker holders only, just a way to help us test out the product, make sure that everything is good, take in some feedback. So that's just one of the kind of small perks of owning a Jolly Joker, which we'll get into later as well. But as we continue to build out more products, they'll be the first people to kind of get access and get eyes on the new games as they come out.
That's awesome. We're going to jump into that in just a second here. So I'm glad that you brought that up. We're going to tell everybody how to get involved, how they can join the Jolly Joker and the Nifty Sports Jolly Joker community. We are also going to talk about a little bit of TOC because I want to touch on that too. It's really exciting stuff. But I do have a question for you. I know it says that prizes will be released to be determined at a later date, but is there anything that you can give us in terms of generally what we're looking at for prizes? It's Dapper Balance, right? We're playing for Dapper Balance. Is it going to be a tiered system was what I want to know. Is it going to be winner take all, or is it going to be, how many people are we expecting in each of these contests based on the numbers that we know right now and based on the growth that we're expecting for NFL all day? Break it down for me and give me anything you got.
Sure. Yeah. So exact prizes will be announced at a later date, but we prefer flatter payout structures in general. So that's how we structured the Owners Club. And
Okay.
so we'll be taking the same approach with Rumble. So paying out more spots, a little bit of a flatter structure where, it's not super top heavy, where all the money is going to one person.
Yep.
We've also got a couple other fun ideas with regards to Rumble and the leaderboards that we're kind of holding back for now that we'll release later. But yeah, it'll be paid out in Dapper Balance. And so people will get that directly into their Dapper wallet. You can then use that to buy, of course, like Top Shot and All Day Moments, but also our products, the Owners Club and the Jolly Jokers, are both being built on Flow as well with Dapper Wallet integration. So you'll be able to invest those into the OTM products as well if you're interested in that.
That's amazing. That sounds great. Before we move into the other products that you have, the other projects that you have, Jolly Jokers and TOC, I wanted to just pull up for everybody here real quick. I'm just going to add to the stream your Twitter page where they can find you. So Own the Moment NFT is their Twitter handle. There's the Jolly Jokers link right here, and then the TOC link right there as well. And if you haven't been on the site yet, you got to get on there. I know they're releasing a premium service very soon, and I know Jolly Jokers have lifetime access to that. I'll let TJ get into that himself. But TJ, help me steer the ship here. Where should we go next?
Yeah, so I mean, this is great. Yeah, here's where you can kind of check out all of the products that we have, and really our goal at Own the Moment is building a full suite Web3 sports platform where you have gamification built in with things like the Owners Club and Rumble. You have all the analytics you need for sports NFTs like Top Shot, NFL All Day, probably other sports coming in the future as well. And we're also using the new Jolly Jokers PFP to kind of tie all of these things together. So I think maybe the next thing that I can do is talk about TOC a bit for users that maybe aren't familiar. So let me go. I can share this little graphic that we have here.
All right.
And just talk through at a high level the Owners Club. So again, this is a Web3 fantasy football game. You buy packs of NFTs that can then be used in fantasy football contests. And we have two game types. We have best ball, and then we have the traditional game. So I'll talk about best ball first because this is the game that's going to be releasing first. And it's also, like, in my opinion, the easiest possible way to play fantasy football.
Yeah, this is super. I love this. Let's talk about it because this is a concept that I actually wasn't even familiar with until
Cool.
recently, actually at NFT NYC when you and I met. So best ball is something that I've always just played traditional fantasy football, but I'm going to be playing a ton of best ball coming up and rolling up the sleeves on it for this upcoming season. So TOC, I'm definitely getting in on that.
Love to hear that.
Break it
Love
down
to
for
hear
us.
that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I guess the first thing that we need to know is that the way the NFTs are structured is that each card is reflective of a city and a position, right? So on the best ball card here, you see the Kansas City wide receiver card as an example. And so
Okay.
what that scores points for the entire Kansas City wide receiver position group. So it's not tied to one individual player, it's the entire position group. So we found that to be really fun, right? There's no concern with injuries, no concern with backup running back or backup whatever vultures. Like TOC is where the most fantasy points will be scored because effectively you score points on every single play unless like an offensive lineman scores a touchdown. Other than that, we're covering 100% of the touchdowns scored in the NFL, which I think makes it super fun. And how the best ball game works is that you can buy a pack for just $10. When you buy that pack, you will open it up and there are 20 cards in there. You
Okay.
open up your 20 cards and then you build your lineup from that 20. So of your 20, you select the 12 that you want to put on your card, as you can see in the image here. And then that becomes your lineup. And then after that, there's no more management on a weekly basis. So every single week, we just input your automatic optimal lineup of 6 cards. So quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, defense, and then a super flex, which can be any position. We automatically import those, and then it just accumulates over the entire season. So 18 weeks, whoever scores the most cumulative points will be the winner of the contest. And there's also a secondary marketplace aspect as well. So throughout the season, you can buy and sell lineups in the marketplace. So for example, Eric, you could pull a lineup and be in 5th place 5 weeks into the season that you bought this pack for $10, and then someone else buys it off of you for $100. And now you get the $100. They now own the lineup and have the chance to win the, $1,000 first prize or whatever it may be. So I think that's a really fun aspect. And again, super simple because you're just opening a pack, building your lineup. Then you don't have to do anything else the rest of the year. And like the pack opening experience is going to be, it's super awesome. I'm really excited to get it out there. We've been really focused on the product experience. I think it was really good last year and it's like 10 times better for this coming season. So I'm stoked to get it out.
That's amazing. I have a couple of follow-up questions. When is it launching? And second of all, when can we get our hands on these packs for the upcoming year?
Yep. Early August is what we're saying right now. Haven't committed to a specific date, but early August is the idea for best ball. And there's going to be 2 best ball contests. So there's going to be the first contest is called the early bird. So that will go live first. It'll be open for about 2 weeks and then it will close. So you have to mint those lineups within that 2-week period. And then after that, we'll open up and start selling packs for the main event contest, which again will still be $10 packs. That'll be open for the 3 or 4 weeks leading into the season, and kind of 2 different contests there. Creates a little bit of different strategy because you're locking at different times, a little bit different amount of information. But those will be available in early August. And then we have 3 Jolly Joker exclusive contests as well. I'll touch on them when I get more into the Jolly Joker stuff. And then we have the traditional TOC game. So this will be launching in late August, early September. And this is where you buy a pack of NFTs. It costs $99. In the pack, there's 5 cards, guaranteed one of each position. So you'll pull 1 quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, defense. We have 5 contests every week, one of which is the OGs contest, which uses last year's cards. And the main event, it's a 5-card lineup, one of each position. So like the most simple way you could play the game is you could buy 1 pack for $99 and then just input those 5 cards into a lineup every single week. And that's it. You get a full season of entertainment for just the $99. We also then have the side hustle, which is a 2-card lineup. We have the low ball, which is a 5-card lineup where the worst score is the winner. So that's a fun dynamic there. So even if you open up a pack and you think it's not very good, it actually, now you have utility that you can use in the low ball contest. And then we have the Island of Misfit cards, which is a 2-card lineup, 1 tight end and 1 defense. So kind of makes it fun as you build out your collection. There's a portfolio of different contests that you can enter. And last year, each of the contests was three entries max. And this year we're upping it to 5 max. So you can enter 5 lineups into each of these contests every single week.
Okay, awesome. So here's the question. So we'll talk about, I want to ask this question before I forget to ask it. So it sounds like the difference between the two best ball and traditional lineups is that in the best ball, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't seem like you can mix and mingle different packs on the best ball, right? So you get 20 cards, you set 12, they pick your best 6 is what you said. So I'm not going out there buying multiple packs and trying to build an optimal lineup. But when it comes to the traditional, that's exactly what you're doing. You could buy multiple packs for 99 bucks. So you have multiple different options and then set the lineups however you want. Am I right?
That is correct. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
So for best ball, you're just like,
one shot.
it's which I think is fun. And like one of the points is like, let's make fantasy football fun again. Right. Like, I feel like, DraftKings and stuff has gotten so hyper competitive. And like, if you're not grinding projections for 40 hours a week and running like literally simulations of the slate, it's just like, it's tough to win. And so this is, a simple way to play. There's a lot of randomness involved. You can only make a lineup based on the 20 cards that you get, but that makes it kind of fun. There's still the strategy element of like, okay, I pulled 3 Kansas City cards in this pack, so I want to put them together as a stack. And then, the traditional game, you can mix and mingle from the packs. You can buy cards in the secondary marketplace, sell cards in the secondary marketplace. And again, we have that same Thursday night / like early morning London game dynamic where people are scouring the marketplace for the big scorers each week leading into Sunday.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, that's awesome. That's going to be super fun. So can you do multiple best ball packs if you wanted to and multiple best ball lineups, but you just can't intertwine them?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
cool.
Yeah, there's no limit on how many best ball packs you can buy. So you buy as many packs as you want, but you can just you can't mix and match them. You can only create the 12 card lineup from the 20 that are in a given pack.
Okay. And that is found through, I see it right here. This is the page. I'll just pull it up. It is toc.otmnft.com.
Correct. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So head on over there. If you have an Own the Moment account already, you can sign in using the same username. If not, you can sign up there. If you don't own a card yet, you can hit the secondary marketplace. The current version of the game and the previous version of the game is on Polygon. So you would need to connect your MetaMask wallet and link to the Polygon network and all of that. We are moving to the Flow blockchain. Okay. So actually in the next week, we're going to be taking down the existing marketplace and putting the site under maintenance. And then shortly after, we're going to be coming back with the new upgraded UI, selling best ball packs, and then the next iteration of these NFTs are going to be on Flow with Dapper Wallet integration, which means that you can come in and purchase with your Dapper balance. So, either existing Dapper balance that you have, or you can use the Dapper balance to pay with a credit card, or you could sell a Top Shot or All Day Moment and use that balance to buy TOC packs as well.
Okay, awesome. That makes sense to me. Here's a list of all the contests that you went over. So if anybody has or wants to go back and look at those, best ball, main event, side hustle, low ball, island of misfit, and OGs. So should people, say for example, you want to play an OG tournament, should they hold off until it moves over to Flow, or should they go ahead and lock in, their Ethereum NFT on Polygon?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely go ahead and buy them up in the next week.
Okay.
There's actually a pre-order process as well for the Jolly Jokers that will involve burning a TOC card. So if you're interested in doing that, you can essentially get a pre-order spot for, I think the floor on these moments is like $6 or $7 right now. So these TOC cards. So super cheap there. And you just have to go in, connect your wallet actually and I'm going to walk through the Jolly Jokers page a little bit later, but we have basically a get started with TOC article that we wrote a while back that shows you exactly how to get your MetaMask wallet, how to connect to the Polygon network, how to set yourself up so that you can go and purchase on the marketplace. And you don't even need you need your wallet connected, but you can pay with PayPal or with a credit card to make the purchase itself.
Cool. Awesome. And yeah, if you're looking at this for the first time, if you're a Top Shot person, if you're an NFL all day person that doesn't know how to do that kind of stuff, just feel free to reach out to myself on my social medias, and I'll walk you through, or I'll point you to the link that TJ is talking about here. I'll also include everything that you need to know about this project in the links in the description of the video here. So easy access for anybody that's watching this video to go ahead and find out how to get involved with this project, because I'm going to be covering it a ton this year. I can't wait for it to get started. It's making me even more excited for football season, man. I want to play the I want to play the low ball game. We'll see who we can get throwing up some interceptions for us.
It's a fun one. It's a fun one. And like one of the, with our scoring system, right? The fact that it's all position based. So you score for the entire position group. It makes the low ball game possible, because it's not, you can't lock in a 0, right? Like if it was a player-based game, you can't really do a low ball because people would just play people that are injured or that they know are going to get 0. So it's like it's kind of funny. Like people will submit their main event lineup and their low ball lineup, and they'll be like, my low ball lineup literally outscored my main event lineup. So how good of a fantasy football player does that make me to be? Which is fun. I feel like, through the Owners Club, we saw football is just such a fun game for fantasy and like the variance levels, right? Because I feel like it's easy to look at the game and be like, oh, well, just buy the best cards and then you automatically win. But like, that is just not how it ends up playing out. Like we did a show every week last year where me, Justin, and Bach from OTM, we would go through and make our optimal TOC lineup. So no restrictions, picking the best cards at each position. And I think we cashed like 10 or 15% of the time. Like you can have all of the options in the world, but you can't predict what the heck is going to happen on any given NFL Sunday. That's for sure.
No doubt. I love it. That's amazing. Should we move into Jolly Jokers?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Pulling it up.
And all right, there we go. So yeah,
that's you right there, huh? This is you.
Me. I'm right in the middle. That's my guy.
Ooh, that one is slick.
Yeah, so these are the Jolly Jokers. It's a profile picture NFT collection, again, on the Flow blockchain. There are 5,000 NFTs in the collection. The mint price is $299. And again, with the Dapper Wallet integration, you can go in and you can mint these Jolly Jokers using your Dapper balance. And, really the idea behind the Jokers is it's a heavy utility-based project, and the idea is to intertwine the existing OTM ecosystem and also do so in partnership with other communities such as yourself with Nifty Sports. So the utility that you get, so the number one thing that was already mentioned is that when you own a Jolly Joker, you get lifetime access to OTM Premium for both NBA Top Shot and NFL All Day.
That's amazing.
So starting in August, our OTM Premium is going to be launched, and so there will be 2 ways that you can access the content behind the paywall, either by a traditional subscription, which is a $200 per year. There's also weekly and monthly pricing as well. Or by owning a Jolly Joker, you essentially connect your wallet, log in with your wallet. We identify that you are a Joker holder, and then you're able to access the premium tools like the Flash Challenge dashboard, the Flash or the Challenge Tracker, the Sniper, the data exports. Basically all of our tools that are kind of like a step beyond just being informational are going to be going behind the paywall. The second aspect is the idea of token gated fantasy sports contests. So for the Owners Club, we are starting off, and I'll skip over to this one. So this is our mint incentive for the Owners Club Best Ball. Right. And so
that Jolly, so I'm going to cut you off. That Jolly Joker is too sick.
So this is actually a little Easter egg. Not so much if I call it out now, but there are 15 golden goats that are going to be in the Jolly Joker collection.
Okay.
That are reflective of, players that maybe you identify in certain sports. And they'll be in the collection and they'll be available to possibly mint. So
is that Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, exactly. There you go. You get it. That's exactly what this guy's name is. But
and he's got the goat necklace on there with the flame hair. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I think without a doubt, these are going to be the most highly sought after jokers in the collection. And like I said, just by minting one, you'll have a chance to get one. Yeah. So in terms of the mint incentive for the best ball contests, how this is going to work is that for each Jolly Joker that you mint, you get entered into different contests. So there's 3 different contests with a total of 100K in prizes: the extra point, the field goal, and the touchdown. And you'll kind of see how this all intertwines together. So the extra point contest, how this works is that for each Jolly Joker that is minted, you will get 1 best ball pack that gets entered into the extra point contest.
Sweet.
So if you mint 1 Joker, you'll get 1 pack. You mint 3 Jokers, you get 3 packs. You mint 15 Jokers, you get 15 packs. And then you, same as before, you have your 20, you make your 12 card lineup, and then you're competing in that contest for a $30,000 prize pool. Then we have the field goal, which is a $50,000 prize pool. And this is for anyone that mints 3 or more Jolly Jokers.
Sweet. So
if you mint 3 Jolly Jokers, you get 1 entry into the field goal, and you also get your 3 entries into the extra point. And again, $50,000. Like, I think there's going to be a ton of for any EV expected value hunters out there. I think it's going to be a pretty high EV contest.
Oh yeah,
because it's just 1 entry per unique user that mints 3 or more Jokers. And then we have the touchdown with another $20,000 prize pool. And this is for anyone that mints 6 or more Jolly Jokers. So if you mint 6 Jolly Jokers, you'll end up with 1 entry into the touchdown, 1 entry into the field goal, and then 6 entries into the extra point for a total of 8 best ball packs. So yeah, this is kind of a direct mint incentive, and it's all based on mint, right? So it's not based on, who owns it later. Strictly, if you mint it, you get put on the list, you get airdrop the packs, and then are able to go in and claim them. But this concept of like token gated contests is something that we're planning to lean into. And then that's also going to mix in with some of the community partner stuff as well.
Man, I love the structure behind it. The way that it's so well thought out, the way that you guys did it to make it fair for everybody that's playing. Like I will just say right now, like I feel like Jolly Jokers is just the way to go. Like the value that you're going to get out of it, the utility that you're going to get out of this project, not only to have a cool PFP to rock, to be part of the Jolly Jokers sports community of only 5,000 that are going to be minted, but to have the utility that comes along with all the data that you're getting with the premium services on Own the Moment as a lifetime member. Unreal. I love it. People tell people that. Well, I'll let you finish off, and then we'll tell people how to get on the Nifty Sports community, because we're gonna have a poppin' one for sure.
Love it. No, I mean, I appreciate that. Like it seriously makes me so happy to hear you say that we put a lot of thought in this, because we certainly did. Like every little aspect of the Jolly Jokers is like thought about to the nth degree. And I mean, we try to do that with all of our products and everything that we're putting together. And I really think that people that mint Jolly Jokers, like you're going to be happy with the experience. And I'm not here to say like, oh, the point of this is that you're going to get rich off them. Like, no, we're building a community that is going to be full of a ton of like-minded people, and there's going to be a ton of fun, different contests to play in. And yeah, let's get into the community partners aspect next. So so how this works is that we have, I think, over 30 now community partners, including yourself. We got to get that announcement out there too. But how this is going to work is that during the mint, everyone will have the opportunity to select a different community from the dropdown that they are a part of and that they kind of identify with. And then that community will be tied to your wallet. And how it works from there is that 10% of the minting fees will go to the Nifty Sports community wallet. And also 50% of all secondary marketplace royalties from a user's wallet that's in the Nifty Sports community goes to the Nifty Sports community wallet. And then from there, you can kind of reinvest those funds back into community however you best see fit. And then also in the future, there's going to be a ton of different kind of cross-community competitions and leaderboards. We held our first one last week for the Open Championship. We had, I think, over 550 people enter. You put which community you're a part of. So, that's something that I'm really excited about. And like, just being inclusive of a bunch of different communities and recognizing like, it's not like, oh, I'm one person, I'm only with one community. Like, yeah, I'm in myself, I'm in probably 10 plus different communities,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it makes it fun. Like, okay, who I'm going to draw the line in the sand of which community I want to be a part of for the Jolly Jokers, and then it's just like fun little competitions, and also just spreading awareness, right? Of like, okay, you come in and you find different communities that are a part of our partnership program, and really just hopefully creating a situation where everyone benefits, all of the community partners, the Jolly Jokers as a whole, and all of the Jolly Jokers community members.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So it's definitely going to get fun and competitive. Is there going to be basketball, TOC type of stuff too, Jolly Jokers type of stuff, or is it going to be football only? Because I know there was not basketball TOC last season, was there?
That is correct. Yeah, there was not, and there's no immediate plan for it, but
Okay,
like 100% on the radar. Right
okay,
now, we're pretty laser focused on making sure we nail Jolly Jokers, Rumble, and football
perfect.
TOC.
Yeah,
But as that gets off the ground and is running, fingers crossed, smoothly, we are 100% interested in getting into other sports, and really, again, building out an ecosystem where it's kind of the one-stop shop for sports NFTs. You go there to do all your analysis. You can play different games with them. You're a part of this larger community. You've got all of these community partners where you're following their content and doing whatever else that they have. So that's the large vision here. And like the Jolly Jokers is a core part of a much kind of larger, bigger picture vision that we have for in the moment.
awesome. No, one of the reasons I was asking is I was trying to figure out who I should be calling out right now. I want to call out everybody out there. If you want to be on a winning team, you better be signing up for Nifty
Oh, there.
Sports
I love it.
because we're
I
going
love it.
hard in football. And yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm covering it all year round. So every single other community out there, which I also love all those creators myself. They're good friends of mine, but we're coming after you. Let's go.
Yes. Let's go. We need to, okay. So ASAP, because ASAP, we'll get you guys set up in the Discord. Everyone come in, join the Jolly Jokers Discord. When you get in, you'll head over to the community select channel, and then there will be a little Nifty Sports logo that you just badge into. And then when you post in Discord also, so this is separate from the mint badge. In Discord, you can badge into multiple, but
Okay.
it's also just been a fun thing in Discord. And then I don't know when we're releasing this video, but it's Thursday right now. We're having a poker tournament at 9:30 Eastern tonight. So anyone that wants to play in that, again, you can find all those details in the Jolly Joker Discord too.
Cool. We might have to wait for the next one on that. I might get it out tonight. We'll see. But
Yeah,
I know you guys are gonna have a lot of poker tournaments going on and stuff
for
like
sure.
that.
Yeah. This definitely won't be the last one. And yeah, I mean, I think the final thing is kind of like actionably, right? How do I mint a Jolly Joker?
Yeah.
So we are running a pre-order system that by the time you're seeing this video is open. And so there's two ways that you can pre-order a Jolly Joker. And when you do that, it basically gives you first cut at minting up to 3 Jolly Jokers. So the first step is by burning an owner's club card. I'll walk through that in a second. And
Okay.
then the second is by sending 5 NBA Top Shot moments to the Jolly Jokers community wallet. So we have this up and live on the TOC website right now, toc.otmnft.com/jollyjokerburn. If you are a holder of the Owners Club, you would simply select one of your tokens that you want to burn, enter your Top Shot or NFL All Day username, which allows us to connect your Flow address wallet, and then you'll simply click burn card, and that will get you on the list. Once you are on that list, when pre-order mint time comes, you'll go to the Jolly Jokers website, jollyjokersnft.com. You'll connect your Flow wallet or Dapper wallet. As you do so, you then will have the option to mint up to 3 Jolly Jokers. And then the other
Perfect.
aspect is that we have the Jolly Jokers community wallet for NBA Top Shot at Jolly Jokers. And if you gift 5 Top Shot moments to this wallet, that gets you on another pre-order list where, again, you'll have the opportunity to mint up to 3 Jokers. So if you do both of these, you can mint up to 6, right?
There we
And so you
go.
can also kind of see how this relates to the best ball incentive where it's 6, 3, 1. So we're trying to, make it as easy as possible to have like different tiers of what you want your involvement in the Jolly Jokers to be. And then I also heard, for anyone out there that holds some Jokic Top Shot moments. I heard a rumor that the Jolly Jokers are going to try to become the top Jokic collector on Top
Wow.
Shot.
There we
So,
go.
I know that it's maybe not the most mega floor moment, but if you want to get rid of some of your 60K and 40K Jokic's, send them into the Jolly Jokers community wallet. We're thinking maybe, we can lock them and it would just be cool to see the Jolly Jokers #1 on the Jokic leaderboard.
That's
So that's going to be
amazing.
something that we're looking into as well. So if anyone wants to get involved in that, I think that would be a lot of fun.
I like that. I like what you're doing there. It makes a lot of sense to me. It makes a lot of sense. Here's the Jolly Joker website. I'll hijack the screen real quick
Yes,
from
there
you.
we go.
But this is where you're going to go to mint, everybody. If you haven't minted anything before, it is easy to do once you just go to their website. And again, all of this stuff is going to be down in the description of the video here. We'll get set up with Nifty Sports on there. So make sure that you look out for me and this community here. But yeah, it's great website, by the way. And yeah, these Jolly Jokers are looking good, man. I can't wait to get my own.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's a nice, fun website. It's definitely a different vibe than the other OTM stuff, but we wanted to feel a little jolly. I love the
Guy doing
clouds
a
and
keg
wooden
stand back
theme
here.
that we got going. Yeah, we got little Jolly Joker at a tailgate. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, and I feel like I didn't even mention the in real life thing, but we're also if we mint out, we're gonna have a community ticket fund of 100 game tickets. So people will have all kinds of opportunities to win, tickets to your local NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, whatever game in your local city. And then around some of the bigger events like the Super Bowl, for example, we're planning to have some in real life Jolly Joker get-togethers. I think especially this, I'm a golf guy as well, and so
Yeah.
Super Bowl's in Scottsdale, Arizona, same time as the Waste Management Open, which is has been on my bucket list to go to forever. So I think we're gonna get together a little Jolly Joker event at the Waste Management Open / Super Bowl this year, and hope to see a bunch of you there. Because that's not. I mean, we met in NFTY, right?
Yeah.
It's just so great to meet people in person and takes things to a whole nother level.
It's the best. And yeah, sign me up for that, because just like you, Waste Management Open has always been a bucket list thing of mine. But a lot of the reasons why I don't go is because it is during Super Bowl weekend. So now it just makes sense to do it. So they're both in the same place. You might as well. Yeah, that'll be super cool to have an event out there for sure. You're a Florida guy, right? Are you?
I'm in Philly. Justin's
Okay,
Florida
Philly.
guy.
Yeah. Okay, nice. So are you an Eagles fan or what? Who's your squad?
I am.
Nice.
I'm an Eagles fan.
Nice.
All Philly sports across the board, pretty much.
Okay, cool. Should I pull up your screen? Yeah, the Eagles.
Yeah,
I mean, that division. Nobody seems to ever want to win the the NFC East. So
yeah, it's literally a friggin' war of attrition every single time. Here we go. You can pull up my screen now.
All right, here we go.
This was just a little thing that we put over of this is the 16th hole at the Waste Management Open. So we just took a picture there and threw some jokers on it. So this is gonna be all of us this coming February in Scottsdale, Arizona. A bunch of Jolly Jokers hanging out on the 16th green of the Waste Management Open. Lock it in.
That's gonna be fire. Let's go. Nice.
Cool. I think I touched on everything, unless you have any other questions that you want to chat through.
No, I think we covered everything. We're at about 40 minutes of talking here, and I'm going to go into. I love it. Feel like this is a great. You can watch us talk if you want to see our faces, or you can listen to this thing on the road too, because it's really just pretty explanatory of going through everything that's going on with the Jolly Jokers, with TOC, and with OTM. So I feel like this is going to be a great episode for everybody. I'm going to cut it definitely into my top 10 Rumble heroes. So I collect myself a lot of rares, legendaries is what I personally like to do, just from the collectible aspect of collecting the NFTs. And we talk about, on the channel, we talk about trading up from commons to rares or whatever, trading up into other moments that you just really want and forming a nice collection. But there's no reason why it can't mean you have all the pieces that you need to play this utility game. So I think it's going to be perfect to talk about some Rumble heroes, and I already have a few in my mind. So I'll dial that part in to close out the video. It'll be real quick, maybe like a 5-minute, 30 seconds per one. And then we'll lock it up. Well, TJ, thanks so much for coming on. I will let you sign us off if you have anything to say. But again, thanks for coming on to the show. We have the co-founder of Own the Moment NFT. A ton of exciting things to come with Jolly Jokers. Remember to sign up under Nifty Sports. And I'll be playing TLC and I'll be playing in those Jolly Joker tournaments all season long. Can it be football season yet?
Oh, can't wait. Thank you so much for having me. And like you said, join the follow Jolly Jokers on Twitter at Jolly Jokers NFT. Join the Discord and get on in there and sign up with Nifty Sports. See you guys in Discord.
All right. We'll see you there. Thanks again, TJ.
Bye.
Bye. All right. I hope you all enjoyed that and you're as fired up as I am about this upcoming football season. We talked about TOC, Jolly Jokers, and OTM Rumble with TJ Laessig of OTM NFT. I am definitely going to be minting a Jolly Joker come mint time, so stay posted for that. I really want those premium services from OTM because it's one of my favorite tools on the Top Shot and All Day platform, and it's going to be a staple for the community for years and years to come. But hey, now let's talk some strategy. We're going to zoom back in and go to the marketplace. What I've picked out today is I'm going off of value. The Rumble Hero is a 1.25 multiplier, so that'll help your score in these weekly contests. So we're going to look at what the most valuable ones are under the $100 price point. I actually have 11 of them that I want to call out specifically and that I've been looking at in the marketplace. I own a few of them myself, but I'm also looking to add a couple of more. It's important to note that once football season starts, these will be extremely volatile. There's going to be spikes. You're going to have opportunities to sell. You're going to have opportunities to flip and make money. So we're going to be talking about a lot of that stuff also. Let's go ahead and zoom in one more time. All right, this is the marketplace. I filtered it from rares and I filtered it from prices low, ask to high. Okay, so we're just going to be sifting through it, trying to find some diamonds at the low end of this rare tier so that we can get that 1.25 boost going into a OTM contest if we do want to do so. Before I do this, I just wanted to plug it real quick. It would really mean a lot if you joined my Nifty Sports community by going to their Discord, which is in the link of the video, going to this tab that says Community Select, and then hitting Nifty Sports right here. You're also going to want to select that when you do your Jolly Joker mint, because when you do, profits will go towards my Nifty Sports community that I will give directly back to the subscribers of the channel and to the members of the community due to Jolly Joker. So we're going to get more people involved. We'll do Top Shot giveaways. We'll do NFL All Day giveaways. We will have community votes on what to do with those funds. It'll be inclusive and it'll be fun for everybody. So I really, really appreciate you taking the time to do that and selecting my community over all the other amazing communities that are already out there. So I'm going to be kicking some butt in fantasy football though. So if you want to ride with the winner, let's go. Let's do this. I'd be happy to have you on board. My last plug, and this is a really exciting one. If you're into fantasy sports, I'll also be playing on Underdog Fantasy all season long. There are opportunities to play best ball format. Okay. I don't know if you've heard of Best Ball Mania. I'll make a separate video on it, but I'll also have weekly contests where we can play against one another in the community, just similar to a FanDuel and DraftKings format, just a DFS standard format. Let's get back into the marketplace and talk about these NFL All Day moments, because there are some really good ones here in the rare tier that we could pick up at value. And the first one that I see here, just scrolling down, is David Long Jr. at $39. Okay, we'll chalk that up as number one, 39. And the reason why is the scoring is different. This is an interception. So this is going to be the defense special team plus. So they wanted to make sure that you can use every single moment on the platform in this role. So it could be a defensive player, it could be a special teams player, or it can be an offensive lineman or a punter. I mean, that would fall in the special teams category, but you know what I mean. Defensive player of any sort, special teams player of any sort, or even an offensive lineman can go into that spot and be used. Remember that you get a 3-point bonus on the score if that team wins. And that's the way that the format goes. So make sure that you know all the rules. I'll make a separate video on the rules and I will release it a little bit later this week. But yeah, David Long is the first pick right here. It's the cheapest rare moment with a good defense, in my opinion. So scrolling down, let's try to find another one. Here's another one, Leighton Vander Esch. We'll chalk that up at number 2. The Dallas Cowboys should have a solid defense this year if you're speculating on it. That is another cheap rare with a solid chance of a good defense. Keep on scrolling. Let's see what we got. We got 2 there. 3, let's chalk it up to Shaq Barrett at 45. Okay, Shaq Barrett, I think I said that right. $45 for a rare Buccaneers defense. Okay, you're using that in the defense special teams plus category. We'll call that number 3. A lot of the first 5 here are going to be defense special teams, right? You get that 3-point bonus on the defense special teams. So that's really nice, especially if the team wins. But I promise you, towards the end of the half here, we're definitely going to have some offensive players. And I think this is rounding out, a couple more defenses, and then we'll move into some offensive players here. Just some of the good offensive players were a little bit more expensive. Here's an interception from Bradley Chubb. Broncos defense should be pretty solid this year. They are in a tough division, so those divisional games may be tough. You might not want to start that moment in those games, but hey, maybe they make the difference in some of them. And then the Dolphins, Xavier Howard is also a good one. 53 and $55 on those. There's 5 for you to get started. The 6th I really love as a collector. And one of the reasons why I'm going over the rares, not only because they are a 1.25 multiplier, but if you follow the channel, I'm always a proponent of moving up and collecting more rare items. So most of my collection personally is rares. Only one hero is allowed per game. So it's going to be fair for everybody. It's not like you can stack your whole entire lineup with rares, but it's nice to have a deep bag of them too, especially if you're a collector long-term like I am. And I like this San Francisco 49ers moment. It is Robbie Gould's game-winning field goal team melt against the Green Bay Packers last playoffs in the divisional round. An incredible moment, especially for a Niners fan like me. So if that's one that you want to put in your collection to use in that defense special team plus category, go ahead and do that. I also like Cousins right next to him. He has some big games every once in a while, $67. He's a quarterback. Okay. That's 6 and 7. Number 8, let's chalk it up to Hunter Renfrow at $69 for a rare. I believe I have one of these in my collection already for fantasy playing purposes. So $69 for Hunter Renfrow. That's a solid deal right there. He's going to be a fantasy player. Hopefully Derek Carr can stay healthy. They really mix some things in with Devontae Adams, and I am super bullish on the Raiders for this upcoming season. I think people are sleeping on them, but I think that they can make their way towards the top of that division personally. So let's keep moving here. Let's keep moving. If you have any recommendations or if I'm missing anything here, leave them down in the comments section. I want to know what your thoughts are and who you're stacking up and who you kind of think is a good value play going into next season. I'm going to keep scrolling down to a little bit more expensive of a price point, but keeping this all under $100 range. George Kittle at $85. I have 2 of these in my collection already. Okay, I'm going to look to maybe have a pump in one of his good weeks, sell it, take a profit, and then maybe buy it on the way back down. But I'm definitely going to keep one in the long term at all times. That's number 8. Number 9, we got Mark Andrews, my fantasy MVP last year. Basically had a game where I needed him to perform and go off, and he had an incredible game. I think that game was against the Steelers, if I can remember right, towards the end of last season, kind of running up right into the beginning of fantasy playoffs. So you got to have this Mark Andrews. I have a couple of these in my collection also. Again, I'll probably hope to take some profits on those when there's a pump, and then maybe buy it back again on the way down. And then the last one is this Travis Kelce right here. Okay, $93, Travis Kelce. It's his cheapest rare. And yeah, Travis Kelce is an absolute stud. He's got Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback. They're going to be keying him. Is a big part of that offense. So yeah, you can never go wrong with having a Kelce, let alone say that this is a good collectible and it's a Series 1 rare Travis Kelce, who is one of the best tight ends of our generation. All right, there you have it. Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. I will make another video with the rules of OTM Rumble. I will drop that sometime very soon because I am super excited about getting started with OTM Rumble and the NFL season. If you have a Jolly Joker, which I do recommend, make sure that you sign up for the Nifty Sports community on that. I think it's going to be great value going into having one of those and being able to enter those cash prize games, because there's a lot of utility and incentive that comes along with it. In addition to that, it is a lifetime membership of OTM NFT, as long as you hold one of those, to get their premium services for analytics on their NBA Top Shot and NFL All Day websites. Could not be more excited for the upcoming football season. If you are a fantasy sports guy and want to play some DFS with me also, in addition to OTM NFT, check out Underdog Fantasy. Use the code NFTY Nifty to get a deposit match up to $100, or just use the link down in the description of the video. That should take you right through it, but you can get it in the Apple App Store. Again, code NFTY. And I will be seeing you all on Underdog. I'll be playing best ball. I'll be doing daily fantasy contests in the normal DFS format. And then also, of course, playing the OTM games for cash prizes and weekly Dapper. Can't wait for football season. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next video soon.